I think most mums would agree that becoming a parent is probably one of the steepest learning curves that you will ever go through as a human being. And I know that for me, having 4 kids has taught me so much about myself. I'm no expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I have had 4 babies, so I thought I would share with you the things that I've learnt along the way. Before I share those things with you, if you are looking for expert advice on absolutely anything to do with being a mum or parenthood, from pregnancy, trying to conceive, fertility issues, mental health, weaning, then you will find an expert that can help you on the Channel Mum forum. If you have a question or you just want to have a read through and a browse of the forum, do head over there. It's such a friendly, supportive place, and I've found so much useful information and advice on there in the past. So I'll leave all the details for you down below so you can head over and check it out. It is well worth a look. So these are the 5 life lessons that I've learned as a mum of 4. Life lesson number 1 is how to really enjoy being bored. I can't remember the last time I had nothing to do and time to myself to sit and think about being bored. Do you remember being a kid and just it was the worst feeling in the world when you had nothing to keep you occupied, racking your brain for something to do? I would give anything for a day of being bored. On those very rare occasions where I have nothing to do, nowhere to be, no one to look after, and they are very rare, let's face it, for most of us, but I truly have learnt to enjoy those moments, to not feel like I need to fill every second of every day with activities or with chores or with planning things, just to give myself 5 minutes to switch off and let my mind be empty. And there really is no better feeling when you're a busy mum. Life lesson number 2 is to choose joy every day. Now this sounds really cheesy and cliched, but it's so easy on maybe a maximum of 2 hours sleep in the night to just feel a bit down in the dumps and a bit miserable and spend the rest of the following day feeling sorry for yourself. Trust me, I've been there and done that. But that always makes me feel so much worse in the long run. And I know it's easy for me to stand here in a video and say, just choose to be happy and not to dwell on the negative things. And you might be thinking, yeah, okay. But I have learned over the years that I have a choice. I can choose to either dwell on the fact that I've had maybe a grand total of 3 hours sleep the night before. Marnie's been up maybe 6 or 7 times, and just dwell on that and feel really down about it and feel sorry for myself. Or I can just accept that that was a rubbish night and try and find the joy in the day that follows. So every morning I remind myself to make a real effort, and some mornings it is a real effort, to see the joy in things and just be happy with what I have in life, because I do have so much to be thankful and grateful for. It's easy to slip into a negative spiral. I've been there and done that, believe me, but it's not going to benefit me or make me feel any better in the long run. And it's definitely a lesson I've learned as I've gone further along my journey as a mum. The 3rd life lesson I've learned since becoming a mum is acceptance. There are things that will happen when you have kids that you cannot control. I try to remind myself that everything in motherhood is a phase. The broken night's sleep that I'm currently going through with Marnie is a phase, and as hard as it is at the time, it's so much easier to just accept that it is what it is and it will pass. And that's definitely something I've learned with the more babies I've had. You can't always solve the problem, and sometimes to accept that and let it go, and you'll find that the problem often solves itself. Life lesson number 4 is that my kids teach me way more than I will probably ever teach them. I've learned so much about myself since becoming a mum. Things that I like about myself, things that I don't like about myself, things that I've wanted to change over the years and have worked on. My patience, how to be tolerant, how to let go of things that aren't really all that important. Being a mum brings out the rawest of emotions, and I think for me it has taught me so much about who I am, and I don't think I would really have learnt those things about myself, at least not to the extreme that I have, unless I was a mum. The 5th and final life lesson that I've learnt since becoming a mum is that I am way stronger than I thought I was, physically and mentally. I've always thought I was a bit of a wimp, to be honest, until I went through childbirth. My mum always told me I had a high pain threshold because I had a kidney infection when I was a kid, and apparently that's really painful. To be honest, I always thought I was a bit of a wuss, but it turns out that you feel like a real warrior after childbirth. I've done it 4 times now, and I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Also, from an emotional point of view, there is no roller coaster quite like becoming a mum, and it has definitely pushed me and tested me to my limits on more than one occasion. us mums are pretty amazing, and sometimes I think we don't give ourselves enough credit for how strong and just kick-ass we really are. Yes, I just said kick-ass. No, I'm not cool enough to pull that off. But I would love to know what you think the top life lessons that you have learned since becoming a mum is. Do let me know in the comments below. I'd love to read through them. Don't forget to head over to the Channel Mum support group as well, because there are real experts on everything to do with motherhood over there, and literally any problem that you have, or not even just a problem, if you just want to chat to other mums and share your experiences, have a laugh, meet new mums even, it's a great place to go. So do check out the link. I'll leave it in the description box below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.